This conference will now be recorded.
Only less students are there today. Okay, okay. Let us start Corel Draw. Okay, so this is the Corel Draw software. So Corel Draw Graphic Suite 2020. This is the latest version what we are using. Corel Draw Graphic Suite. Okay, so it is basically from the Corel company. So Adobe, this was Corel Draw Graphic Suite, and it is from the Corel company. So it is from the Corel Corporation. Anybody wants to write the notes, you can write this notes. Okay, so it is a vector graphic editor. So already Photoshop is finished. Okay, anybody having any Photoshop, anybody having any doubt about Photoshop, you can clear all your doubts. Okay, so now we are going to start Corel Draw. Okay, Corel Draw 2020 is the latest version here. So Corel Draw graphics suite. Okay, so here, so it is a vector
Excuse me,
based
ma'am.
software. Yes, yes, tell me.
Ma'am, you're not, I don't think you're sharing the screen.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, yeah, my screen is shared now. Okay, so just so this is a thing. So it is a Corel Draw graphics suite 2020. Okay, so this is the latest version what we are using. Okay, so Corel Draw, we have different versions in Corel Draw. Okay, so Corel Draw, it is a vector graphic editor. So okay, it is a vector based software. Okay, so I'll tell what is vector and what is image. So last class, whatever the Photoshop works and all we have done, there we are only doing images. We are taking the images, we are doing the editing, cropping, and cutting the images and all those things we are doing with the Photoshop. Okay, so compared to Photoshop, here the software is totally different. Here we have to create everything. So we have to create the designs. Okay, so mainly Corel Draw we are using to create a logo designing, poster designs, pamphlet designs, and brochure designs and all. We are going to create with this. So we have the some of the works here. So this is the visiting card design. So works with Corel Draw, and so some of the illustration things and all we can do it with the Photoshop, this Corel Draw. And here logo designing. So logo designing is nothing but the brand. So it will, we are only creating the brand. Okay, so whenever you are purchasing any product, so always nowadays you are buying the brand itself, Samsung mobile, Samsung phone, um, laptops, Dell laptops. So you are just seeing the logo itself, you are buying the product, right? So it is like, so everywhere there is a brand will be there, logo will be there. Suppose if you are buying the food item, Domino's, correct? So there is a product logo will be there. Okay, so this is a social media website. So this is the Instagram logo you have seen. Okay, so for everything there is a logo will be there. Facebook. Okay, so even whatever the products you are buying. Okay, so that is a package designing. So here we are doing this package designing, visiting card design, and advertisement design. So these are the works we can do it with the Corel Draw software. Even we can make the fabric design. So whatever the clothes you are wearing, okay, any kind of cloths, it will be kurta, any kind of cloth. Okay, so it is done with the designs. You are seeing many different kind of designs and all what you are seeing. That is all done in the Corel Draw software. Okay, so that what I mentioned here, that is the fabric design. Okay, just make a heading over this one, Corel Draw graphic suite. Okay, so it is a Corel Draw graphics suite. Okay, So afterwards you have to write this note. Okay, it is a vector based software. Okay, what is vector and what is bitmap? Bitmap is nothing but a image format. So in the last class in Photoshop we are using this format only, that is bitmap image editor. Okay, so here mainly we have to create the design, so we have to create the illustration, we have to create our own fabric design, we have to create visiting card design, all these things. If we will create, then only it is become as a brand. Okay, so that is why what we are calling is it is a vector graphic editor. Okay, the latest version of the Corel Draw, it is 2020, 2020 I have mentioned, even 2021 also, which is released. Okay, so was released in March 2021. So now the latest version of Corel Draw is Corel Draw Graphic Suite 2021. Okay, so mainly Corel Draw, it is a graphic designing software. Yeah, Corel Draw is a graphic designing software. Okay, so mainly it is, we have to design with the two-dimensional image. Okay, what is two-dimensional image means? It is a 2D software. So here two-dimensional, what is three-dimensional and two-dimensional? In the sense, two-dimensional means only you can see the height and width of the image, height and width of the design. So any image which we can see the height and width of the image. Okay, so two-dimensional in the sense we can see only the height and width of the image, or any designs, logo designing. Only we can see only height and width of this. Okay, we cannot see the depth. Okay, in 3D we can see the depth of, in the three-dimensional we can rotate the images. So that's why we are calling as a two-dimensional and three-dimensional image. Okay, so mainly we can create in the Corel Draw. So that is logos, posters, pamphlet designs, banner designs. All these things are we can create, visiting card design, so advertisement design, everything we can create with the Corel Draw software. Okay, please write down from here. Okay, in 1987, Corel engineers. Okay, so who invented the Corel Draw? Okay, 1989. Initially released in 1989. Okay. Okay. So here it is there. Corel Draw was originally developed for Microsoft Windows 2.1. Okay, so this is the software. Okay, so we can do multiple works with this. Okay, so we'll start with the software. Anybody wants to write, please write down this one. I will not give the this one presentation. I'll not share this notes and all. So you need to write this notes. Okay. You can take a picture of this. Okay. So I will start with the, I have the older version. I'll start with the I'll start the CorelDRAW software. Okay. So, okay. So what I'll do, so if we'll go to the start, if we'll type here Corel. Okay, so I have the version of CorelDRAW X7, X5, X7, X9. Okay, so like that versions are changing year by year. I will use the version of CorelDRAW X7. Okay, so you can go from here also. Otherwise, in the desktop, I have this one. icon is the software icon. So Corel Draw X7, it is a 64-bit. Okay, so double click on this software. Okay, so even this also very interesting software. Here everything we have to design it. So we will not get any ready-made designs here, and we could take the reference of the images, logos and all. We could take the reference Apple logo. Suppose we have to make Twitter logo, we have to make. So all these things, logo designing and all, we are creating with this software. Okay, so everywhere you can see the logos. Okay, so you can see in my desktop all there is many logos are there. For example, Google Chrome logo is here, Firefox logo is here. Okay, so these are the logos. So we have to create the brand. So we are the people, CorelDRAW people, we are creating the brands here. So everywhere you can see here, even so after seeing this logo only we'll get to know, yeah, this is the logo of Google, this is the logo of this one, what is this, Firefox. Okay, so these are the things, many things we can create with the Corel Draw. These are the software logos. So like that only. So we have the different kinds of the logos will be there. Suppose if we go to internet, so if you want to show this logo design, okay, so logo design we can see here. Okay, so there are different kind of logos will be there. So if you purchase a car, Benz, Audi, BMW, so there is a logo will be there. Okay, so car logos are different, food product logos will be different. If you'll buy the chocolate biscuit, okay, so everything there is a logo will be there. Okay, shampoo, cosmetics, anything, Lakme, Revlon, all the things just absorb. So all everywhere you can see the logo designing. So then only the brand will, if we'll create the logo, then the brand will create. Okay, so like that only package design. So package design means what? So this is the package design. Even package design also we are creating the package design. So package design in the sense, so every product, whatever the products you are buying, so there is a pack will be there always. So if you'll buy the toothpaste, chips, and any cosmetics products, medicines, okay, so there is a wrapper will be there, and medicine, there is a medicine box will be there. So here the box will be like this. So we have to design this. We are the people who are designing all these things. Okay, with the Corel Draw we are designing all these packages. So we are writing the expiry date, we are making this packet beautiful, and by the time only people will buy this product. Yes, so this is one kind of this one. Okay, so there are different kind of the packaging designs are there. So many people are working in package designing, and this is and all we can with the measurements we have to work here. So that's why we have to we're working with the package design. Next again we are using with the fabric design. Okay, so this is the fabric design. So these are the fabrics. So you can see the fabrics, right? These are the so 10 years before, you people are not getting many designs in the clothes. Okay, so now we are very cheaper price. We can see everywhere uh, cloth design. So you can see the different, so handwork is different. So this is what I am telling, that machine printed works. Okay, so here bed cover, everywhere you can see this kind of work. Okay, so this is and all fabric designing. So this we are designing in the Corel Draw, and we are going to take a print. Okay, so here the thing is mainly Corel Draw we are using for the printing software. So it is a printing purpose software, and mainly it is using for the publishing, so printing and publishing software. So that means we are taking, definitely when we are doing the works in Corel Draw, definitely we are taking the printout of this. It may be different media. Printing is different. Suppose we are taking the printout through the papers, we are taking the printout on the cloth, we are taking the printout on the plastic. Suppose you are making the label design. So everybody seen the label, I think. So where you can see the label design. Label design you can see on any product. See here, there is a small label will be there: Pepsi bottle, Coke bottle, and what is that? If you're writing using your pen, okay, Reynolds. So if they will put the Reynolds the label, then only you can buy the product. So then only, yeah, this is the company, Reynolds company, and all those things you will get to know, right? So this is the label design. So we have the different kind of label designs will be there. Okay. So all these designs we are doing with the Corel Draw software. So this is the label designing. Okay. So this is also we are doing with the Corel Draw software. Okay. So logo designing, fabric designing, uh, label designing, and what is that? Fabric design. So all these things we are doing with the Corel Draw software. Next to visiting card design. Here we cannot take help of any images and all, so we can take the reference, but we should only create all this design. Okay, so this is the visiting card design. So visiting card. So you people know about the visiting card design. So who are having their own company. So they are having they're leading a business. Okay, so they this is identifications they have to we are mentioning in the visiting card. This is what we are calling as a business card. Also we are calling. So contact purpose they are using this. Nothing much will be there in the business card. Only name, company name will be there. Their phone number, any branch offices and all they have. So those things and all we can see in the visiting card design. Okay. So next to advertisement design. So this is advertisement design. Okay, so advertisement design. So there are different type of the advertisements will be there. So which is having the offers. Okay, so it is depends upon like what kind of advertise where you are placing the advertise. So it is that any cloth advertisement, food related advertisement. Otherwise, sale will be there. So sale, summer sale, winter sale, and Christmas offers, New Year sale, stock clearance sale. So it is depends upon what kind of advertisement you have to, whether you have to launch the product or whether you have to sell the product or whether you have to give an offers like buy one get one. So it is depends upon what kind of product you are making. Okay, so advertise. So it is like that only. So banner design next. Okay, so even this is a banner. So this is just they're showing the web banners design. Okay, so these are the web banner design. So we can see many different categories over here. So website, professional, school, flex, vector, creative, and the background. So it is depends upon where you have to make the banner. So this is all school related banners are there. Okay, so everything we can do it with the Corel Draw software. Okay, so here only less images we have to use. We have to take the reference, we can use it. Otherwise, we can use it in a multiple way. This banner designs and all, we can use it. Is that clear, everybody? Okay. So my software is open. So I'll just go to uh, refresh the page. I'll go. Okay. So I'll just go to file, new. Okay, so whenever you open the Corel Draw, So here there is an option called create a new document. So create a new document. So always there is options will be there: A4 size, business card size, and web banner size. So web banners and all you can see in the website. Okay, this is we are not printing banners. So other banners are different. This is web banners. Web banners we can see it in only the websites. Okay, so here I'll show these things also, where you can see this one web banners. And here A4 size you people know already, A5, A6, and business card size already they have mentioned the sizes and all here. And something government legal letter envelopes and all we can create it. So already these are the default size, means all over the world these are the sizes are same. So that's why you have to use the, whenever we have to create the design, here sizes are very important, because we are going to print whatever the designs we are creating in the Corel Draw, so it is going to print in a huge number of printings and all we are doing here. Suppose business card means we're not making 10 card prints and all, we cannot do it. So we'll take 500,000 printings and all we are doing here. So mainly for the printing purpose we are using. So here we need a proper size and all. So we have to use the measurements. So I'll just go with the A4 size now. So here width and height, which is in millimeter, and you can change the sizes over here. Inches, am I audible right? Yes. And so inches and all it is here. Okay, so number of pages, how many pages. So in Corel Draw, whatever the designing, suppose we are making a book design, so this is also we can do it with the Corel Draw. So book designing, so mainly for the textbooks design, all your BCom, BCA, graduation people, nursery people, PhD people, whoever reading the books, right? Ruled book, unruled book, all the books we are designing in the Corel Draw software. Corel Draw, it is there from many years. Okay, so all kind of books designs and all, which is we are making with the Corel Draw software. With this, we are making invitation card designs, greeting card design. So everything we are doing with the Corel Draw software. So Corel Draw software is very useful software. Okay, if we'll make a small logo, for example, Audi logo. So the Audi logo having how many? Four circles will be there in the Audi logo, right? So that logo only it will, they will sell it for a more price. Okay, so logo designing everything, which is very important here. Okay, so here the resolution is, the starting resolution is 72 and 300 is the maximum resolution, dots per inch. Okay, 72 to 300 is the resolution. Maximum is 300, minimum is 72 resolution. Okay, so here primary color code we are using two different color code here. One is RGB and one is CMYK. So you can give how much ever the pages you want. The number of pages you can give 1000 also we can give it here. Okay, so later we will give. So I'll just take only 10 pages over here. Okay, and here according to this inches, feet, suppose we are making the banner design means we are taking the feet, and miles and all we are not using, only inches and millimeters and pixels. Okay, so here we'll go for the inches, 8 by 11 A4 size. No confusion about this, A4 size, 8 by 11. Okay, so whether you want it in a portrait or a landscape. So this is a landscape and this is a portrait. So this is a portrait, it is vertical way, and the landscape in a horizontal way. Okay, in a two different way we can make the uh, design. Okay, so portrait it will come in a vertical, this is in horizontal. Okay, I'll just give okay over here, and all other setting no need to change all other settings here, just I'll just give okay. So here the thing is, so wherever I'll keep the mouse, this is my work area, this is my work area. Okay, so here in the middle, what you are seeing, that is the work area. So where we have to work, where we have to do all the design. And the left side, we have the toolbar. So this is the toolbar. Okay, so tool palette also we will tell. So this is the toolbar. Okay, so here in the right side, we have the color palette. So this is the color palette. So we are using here CMYK color. In Photoshop, we are use the RGB colors, that is red, green, blue. And here we don't have any shortcuts. So compared to Photoshop, Corel Draw is very easy. Okay, in Photoshop, we are using multiple shortcuts, layers, and all these options. So compared to that, this is very easy software. Okay, so easily you can make the design. Okay, so here we have the color palette in the right side, that is CMYK color, cyan, magenta, yellow, and black. Okay, so here we have two color palette, one is CMYK also, one is RGB also. So both the color palettes are there here. Okay, so here how many pages I have taken? Totally 10 pages I have taken. So page 1, page 2, page 3, page 4, page 5, page 6. So like that we have the pages over here. So total I have 10 pages over here, right? You can go from the beginning. So this is the first page and this is the last page. Okay, so whatever the pages you want, you can go with those pages. Okay, so these many pages we have. Okay, so next we have the menu bar over here. Okay, so we have file menu, edit menu, and the view menu, and the layout menu. And here we have the option of object menu, and effect menu, bitmap, and the text, and the table, tools, and windows. Okay, and the help menu. So windows menu, so any tools, any toolbar which is not displaying view over here, so we can see it in the window only. Okay, I'll just come for this. And this is what we are having, this is a property window. So here whatever the tools you are selecting, it will give the information about that. You can do some modification with this property window. Okay, so if something which is not displaying, so for example toolbar, so here in the toolbar, what is this? Suppose menu bar is not displaying. Okay, so it went with the menu bar. Right click on this, right click anywhere, just right click on this, the menu bar will display. Okay, like that only. So you can keep on doing this. See toolbox, so I could remove the toolbox. Right click on this, just remove on this toolbox, and right click on this. Suppose you don't want the status bar, here it is a status bar over here in the down of this page, so that also you can remove it, so you can add the status bar. Okay, so here again, right here there is an option of property bar. So property bar means this is a property bar. So we need the property bar. So always all these informations are necessary when you are doing the work. That is menu bar, status bar, standard bar, property bar, and toolbox. Okay, other things if you want, you can on this. Suppose for example, I want the text. So let it be, when we are using the text, I will on automatically, it will get on. Okay, so these are the okay, so these are the menus. These are the menu bars. Okay, all these things we need it. Okay, so these are the tabs, what we are using the tab. Okay, these are the file tab, edit tab, view tab, layout tab. So all these things are very important here. Okay, so okay, so we will go for the tools now. Okay, so I'll just go with the simple tools. Even if I'll go to the toolbar, so we have the first tool is called, that is pick tool and a freehand tool. You anybody wants to write the this one, so you can write the tool name. And suppose anybody wants to install the software, even you will get installed with getintopc.com. So there you will get the software. So easily you can download the software. Okay, get into PC. Okay, so get into PC. Corel Draw older version also it is okay. X4, X5, X6, X7, X8. Otherwise 2017, 19, 21 latest versions these are okay. Anything if you'll get it, try to use a trial version. Maybe trial version 12 days. trial version, you will get it easily. Okay, please try those options. Okay, please try to down. And this is a ruler bar. Why we should use a ruler bar? For the measurement purpose. So any designs we have to use it. Okay, so that time we have to take the measurements here. So visiting card design, any design. So here all these things are in the inches here. Okay, so here we have given the inches, right? So this is the inches. You can see whenever you click the work area, you can see the measurements. So inches, and it is with the A4 size business card. Anything if you want, you can do the modification. Now my A4 size, this is a visiting card size. It looked like this. And again, what size? Government legal letter. So government letter. So government letter again, it is near to the A4 size only. Okay, so these are the standard size. And we have the web page. See, web page. It is a web design. Uh, Anything, we have web banners and all, which is very small. Okay, so what is web banners? Where you can see the web banners? So web banners you can see on the web pages itself. So whenever you open any website, so there is a pop-up, things will come. So this is some offers are going on. So hurry up, no need to pay now. Later you can pay. Some small pop-up things and all, it will come, right? Some of the small advertisements and all, it will come. Okay. So whenever you clicking on that, so it may be fake or something. So but some of the things are which is valid will be there, and some of the which is not valid things also which is there. So these are the web banners. Okay, so web banners, only small informations, they have to make advertisement in the website. Okay, so there we have to make the design here, and the file size is very small. This is 125 by 125, 120. So you can see the A4 size, right? See, A4 size is very bigger size. So if you go for the A4 size, it is a very bigger size. Okay, so compared to that, so there is a web banner size, so that is very small. Okay, so here it is a A4 size. Okay, so this is the different sizes and all we can see here. Okay, next. Okay, so if you don't want this ruler, I will keep away with this one. Okay, I don't want this ruler option. Okay, any modifications you want horizontal, you can make it here. This is a vertical one, and this is a horizontal one. Okay, so anything if you want to do the changes also, you can make it inches, millimeters, all this feet and all we can make. Okay, so there's just a changing the value, that's all. Okay, so I'll just go for the tools. What are the tools we have? So that is one tool called, this is a shape tool, smooth tool, and twill tool. So like that we have different tools are there. So all our tools, which is already some of the tools which is repeated in Photoshop. This is a cropped knife and a virtual segment delete and eraser tool. Okay, so next is zoom tool and the pan tool. Okay, so here we have the option of freehand, 2 point line, bezier, pen tool, b spline tool, polyline tool, 3 point curve tool. Okay, so these are the different tools. Okay, we can use it in the Corel software. Next, we have the tool called, that is the artistic media tool. Shortcut is I. So this is the artistic media tool. And we have very simple shapes, rectangular tool and 3 point rectangle tool. So in Photoshop, how many tools are there? So compared to that, we have very less tools over here. And we have the ellipse tool and 3 point ellipse tool. Next, we have the option of these many tools are there. Polygonal tool, shortcut is Y. Star, complex star. Graph paper, shortcut is D. And spiral, shortcut is A. And we have some basic shapes are there. Okay, banner shapes, arrow shapes, flow charts, call out. So these are the basic shapes, and which is related to the text. So text tool and the table. Okay, so these are the tools what we have. Text tool, shortcut is F8, and the table. Okay, so next we have some of the dimensional, angular related tools are there. Okay, parallel dimension and all. And we have some connectors are there, straight line connector and all these things. And for the effects, so we have these many effects are there. So that is drop shadow, contour, blend, distort, envelope and extrude. Anybody who is writing the tools names, please write down. So just write down drop shadow, contour, blend, distort, envelope and extrude. Okay, so these many tools are there for the effects. Next, we have the tool called the transparency tool. So this tool, what we're calling as a transparency tool. So whenever you will keep the mouse over there, you can see the tool name. Okay, so rectangle tool shortcut is F6. So like that only. So we have the tool called color eyedropper and attributes eyedropper. Okay, so these are the tools over here. And here interactive fill and the mesh fill. So these two options are there. Interactive fill shortcut is G and mesh fill shortcut is M. Okay, so like that we have the tool called so smart fill tool. So this is the smart fill tool. Okay, so any tool, so we can use it here. Okay, so these are the interesting tools. Okay, anybody wants to write, please write down. So I'll just go to the selection tool. So now I will go to the this one. I'll start with this tool, that is rectangular tool and 3-point rectangle tool. So I'll start with the rectangle tool, that is the shortcut is F6. So I'll make a shape over here. This is a rectangular tool, and here we have different colors are there. So what are the colors are there? So we have the different colors are there. So I'll just no need to use the layers here, nothing, just you have to click on the point. So somebody who has done already Photoshop, you feel very easy this software. So just you have to give the color. So Photoshop and InDesign next, whatever the software you are seeing, those are very easy software. Okay, so you have to give the color. Any color you can give, CMYK, RGB. End of the day, it is taking in a CMYK format only when you will give for a printout. Okay, so whenever you select this one, so you can see here you have to increase the size here, width, and you have to increase the width and reduce the size here. Okay, so and click here center, and you can rotate this shape. So here you can rotate the shape, and anything if you want to modify, so you have to increase the this shape, you can make it like this. Okay, next. Okay, so whenever you will take this shape, always in the property window. So this is the property window. So you just select the uh, here you can increase the thickness. See, there is an outline here. Okay, so this is what we are calling as a fill color, and this outline what we are calling as a stroke. Okay, so here I'll click on here whenever you select the shape. So this is the thickness of the outline, so this is the border, and thickness of the outline you can increase it like this. More than 25 you want, so that time you can type here 40 I want. So I'll just reduce it like this, increase it like this. Okay, if you don't want any outline, just give none, so then you don't have any outline over here. This is the hairline outline. Hairline means one very thin outline you will get. Okay, so just give some outline over here. Okay, so now I have changed the color and all. Okay, suppose I want to change the outline color. So can you see here in near to the status bar? Yeah, status bar only. You can see here fill color and the outline color. So there are two different colors are there. So what I'll do, I'll just put the fill color anyway if you want to do any shadings over there. So double click on this fill color, and so any modifications you want, darker color, light color, dark brown, light brown, purple, magenta, any color combinations you want particularly, so that you can choose it over here. So it's like this, light, dark, all these options and all you can choose it. Okay, so these are the color combinations where we are using. Okay, so these are the colors what we are using. Okay, this is just for the fill color. Next, for the outline, double click on this outline. So here we have the color of the outline. So you can select whatever the colors you want. Okay, so I'll just use the blue color, and this is for my outline color. Okay, once again I'll come for this outline. Double click on this outline. So there is a option here style. Okay, style. Suppose you want here dotted line, so you will get the dotted line over here. So again, once again, I'll click on this with outline, having this. Okay, so here you can see the width and all here. So if you want to increase or reduce it, you can give it like this. Just okay. Okay. So just I have the scroll mouse. So I'm just using zoom in and zoom out. So there is the option of zoom in and zoom out. So with the scroll mouse. Okay, so wherever you will keep the cursor, it will zoom over there. So wherever the mouse is going to point over, so I'm keeping my mouse pointer over here, it is zooming over there. So in Corel Draw, so wherever you will keep your mouse point over there, so it will zoom there itself. Okay, no need to use a control T, control D, any options not necessary here. Okay, so you just it is very easy. Okay, okay. So next I'll just give the normal outline. Okay, just normal outline I'm using. Anybody having any doubt? So how many students are present? 13 students. In 19, only 13 students are present. Okay, okay. So what I'll do, I'll just select the shape. Now there is an option here. So whenever you selecting the shape, can you see here X, Y is here, and see here. This is the whenever I'm moving this shape. So using the selection tool, I'm moving this. Always I'm using the left click. I have to click on this shape, and you have to move the point like this. So this is the X and Y. So this is the movement things and all. Suppose I will increase the size of this. So here it is moving. So exactly I want the square. So I'll just give 10 divided by 10. So now I'll get the exact shape. Okay, so like that only. So I'll just give 5 divided by 5. So you will get the exact shape like this. Equally you have to distribute, means you can give the, so this will give the width and height, and this will give the positions here. So positions, wherever you are moving, it will give the thing. Next, here in the property window, so you can see here, what is that, the corners, all these options and all, you can see it. Okay, so whenever you will see this, click on this, so you are not able to see the shape, nothing is changing here. So what I'll do, I'll go to the one more tool that is called shape tool. Okay, first this tool only to select the things, so only for the selecting the shape we are using this one. Okay, so next we are using that is called shape tool. So shape tool, what exactly it will do, so if you click on this point, you can see the shapes over here. Okay, so you have to select one point and you have to keep on doing like this. Okay, so this is the shape tool. Okay, this is a shape tool. Again you can select like this, and this is a shape tool. Okay, so this is a shape tool. Okay, so select one point and you have to drag it like this. So this is using with the shape tool. Anybody having any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Only Imti is giving the answer. What about other people? I don't know whether they have connected or not. Okay, so okay, fine. So what I'll do, I'll just go for this. Okay, so I'll just go for normal option. So now there is a option here in the property window. So that is called this is lock and unlock. Okay, so what I'll do, so everywhere, what are the shapes I have taken? Okay, just I'll take once again. I just deleted the shape. Once again, I'll take the box, okay, which is having different color. So what I'll do, I'll just, can you see here? Now it is 0 here. In the property window, which is showing here is 0. Okay, so you can give the thickness. Okay, so just I'll give it as well. Okay, so here, what is the option, what we can see here? Suppose I'll give some value here. I'll give 10. Okay, so what happened, 10 I have given, you can see here only one side it is changed here, 2 I will give. Can you see here? only one side you got the arc shape. Okay, so like that only. Suppose I will give on the opposite direction. I am not done anything, just only arc shape I am using. Okay, so this is the shape. Suppose you want in the square itself you need a multiple shapes, so that time you have to use this shape. So 2 I have given. Again I will give 5. Okay, again I will give here also 5. Okay, so you got a petal. Again I'll just use a 7. Let me check. So more than 7 I don't think so it will take. So it is become as one petal design. Again you can modify this. You can select like this. Okay, so here you have the option of petal design. Okay, so I'll just reduce the size of this, and here you have the petal design. Okay, so you will get the petal design like this. What I'll do, once again I'll show. So here I will take the square shape, so with a different color. And so whenever there is one lock option is here, edit corner together. So if you click on this, what happens if we'll give 1 or a 2? Okay, so it is what happening. So everywhere it is each corner it is going to change. So if I'll give 1, what happening here? So all the corners it is changing. So I don't want all the corners. Okay, only some corners. Suppose I want to create I want to create petal design means I don't want it for all the corners. Only for some corners only I need it. Only two corners I need it. So I'll open this lock. Control Z. I'll come back. I'll just open this lock. Okay, so this is lock is edit corner. Whenever you want to do apply the corner radius to all the corner means you have to click here. Okay, so that time it will zero point 0.5. If I use zero point 0.5 means all the corners which is going to change here. Okay, I'll just come back, Control Z, and I'll just off this. So this is completely off now. So I will use how much ever I want. So I'll just use 5 here. Again 5 over here. In the opposite direction I'm using 5 and 5. Okay, suppose I don't want this much, so I'll just use 1, and again here 1. Okay, I don't want here. I'll just make it 0 here. So this is one logo. So I think you have seen the Tata Docomo logo. So they are used this kind of D over there. Okay, so that is the Tata Docomo logo. We have to create means this kind of a shapes we have to make it. Suppose, okay, suppose I'll just go to here point 3. Okay, point 3. Again I'll just use point 3 over here. So when we have to create a Domino's logo, so that time we have to use this option. So Domino's logo. Okay, so we need a very little small curve in both the sides, so that time we have to use this option. Point 2, point 2. Okay, so this is the way some different logos and all we have to make it. So exactly we have to copy the same thing means, so that time uh, we have to give the exact value. Okay, so here got it right. So everybody, so suppose I want to make a petal design, I'll just give directly 5, and here I'll just opposite direction, I'll just give 5. Okay, so here I'll make it 0 in both the way. I'll just make it 0 and 0. Okay, so here what I'll do, I'll just click once again over here. I can rotate this petal. Okay, I can rotate this petal. So petal design, what we can do with the petal design, suppose we want to create the Adidas logo, so older logo, the which is having the petal. Okay, so all these things we can do it with the Control D, which is the duplicate copy of this. Control D, we have to take the duplicate copy of this layer. So this is the Control D, which we are taking the duplicate copy of this. Okay. So next class only I will show how to make the logo designing and all. So just I'm just deleting now. Okay. So I'll not start the logo designing and all now today. Okay. So I will just do only the tools today. Okay. So I'll just delete it. So next I will go for this one, that is called 3-point rectangle tool. Okay, first is rectangle, shortcut is F6. Again same thing, 3-point rectangle. So 3-point rectangle means first you have to add one line, and the same thing what you are getting in the property window. So how much ever the thin line you want, so shapes you want, so that time you can use the this one 3-point rectangle tool. In the property window all the things are same here. So what we have used here with the shape tool, you can modify things and all. So suppose any kind of visiting card designs, banners and all we have to make it. So that time we are using this option. Okay, so you will have multiple designs and all. Okay, so this is one kind of a design. Again, how much ever the, so modification, you can do the modification like this also. Only one side it is making the modifications. Okay, so like this 5. So this is one kind of design. So again for this also we have to make a, so like this. Even this shape also very important when we have to make the visiting cards, banner design. So everywhere we have to use this kind of shapes. Okay, so like that, this is with the 3-point rectangle. Again I will use this one, and you will have the straight, this one you want, otherwise straight box you want, or a crossed one you want. So that time we can use this option. Next, okay, the same thing what you are applying, the fill color and the thickness of the outline, all these things which is going to apply for this. Again, what modifications we can make it, the same thing, the values and all we can give it here, and any designs and all we have to modify it. So that also we can, so we'll get one this kind of designs over here. Again, opposite direction also if we'll give this, so this is also one design. So again you can, so if you keep on working like this, you will have many design with the same. We don't have multiple options like how we are having in the Photoshop. With the simple shape only we have to make our own designs and all. Okay, see here, these are the designs what we have done. This where we can use this design. See here the shapes and all what you are seeing here. So these are the different designs, only with the squares only which is created using the square shapes. Visiting card designs, banners and all we were using these shapes only. Okay, 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 so these are the different shapes. Okay, so like that, again 3-point rectangle tool. So I'll select like this. Again I'll just with a different color. Again I'll go to this shape, and I'll go to, suppose I'll give 10. Okay, okay, so this is also one shape. This is also very important. Okay, so any modification with the shape we have to make. So we have to go to the shape tool. Again, can you see this point? So this point you can modify it like this. So this points and all we can modify like this. And again with this shape, only with the edges you can modify like this. So this is the point we can select it using the shape tool. Only the end point. It is telling we can modify only the end option. So now we got many shapes, 6 7 shapes already we got it. We will keep on modifying the things, so we'll get a different shape. Now I got a different shape again with the different shapes. So like that, so we are getting different shapes here. Okay, so using the shape tool we can modify the thing. So I'll keep what are the shapes I have done, so that I will keep it in this layer. So that is I'm keeping in page 1. Okay, so next I will go to the page 2, and so in the page 2 I'll go for a different shape, that is called ellipse tool. Okay, so next I'll come for the ellipse tool and 3 point ellipse tool. Okay, so these are the very easy options. Easily we can make a design with this. So I'll just go to the ellipse tool. So this is just a circle. Okay, so exactly the circle you need, it means you have to give the proper value in all the side. So this is a circle. It is not become completed. Circle is because of this in the property window you can see here. So circle, this one ellipse. So this is what we are calling ellipse, and this is pi and arc. Okay, so this is the pi shape and this is the arc shape. Okay, so this is a circle. Okay, so okay, so we could add the colors over here. Again we can increase the thickness of the outline, so we could increase the thickness of the outline here. Okay, so this is with the circle. Okay, if we don't want, only we could keep the line, and this much options we needed. Suppose I will use the shape tool. So using the shape tool you could modify how much ever you want. So this is using the shape tool. Okay, so this is with the circle. Okay, so how much ever you want to do the modifications you can use it. Okay, so now exactly the circle we need it means, so I'll just go to the circle. And so whenever you are adding the circle, so look at the values here. So this is the position, x and y directions will be there, and this is the position. See, 5 divided by 5. So this is exactly the circle what you are having. So this is the circle shape. Okay, so exactly proper circle you want. So that both the width and height, so all the angles it should be same. Okay, so this is a circle. Again you can take the control D, duplicate of this, and you can reduce the size of this. You can add one more color. Again you can take control D, duplicate copy of this, and you can add one more color over here. So like that, so three different circles are there. So like that. Okay, so you can modify some more. Again you can take a duplicate copy of this, reduce the size of the shape, and you can add some other color. Control D, duplicate copy of this, and you could add some more different color. Okay, so it is like that. So adding different color to different. Okay, so the circles are there. Now where is my circle? So it went back of this layer. So now my circle is here, which is I'm not able to see my circle. Where exactly went it is? Okay, so where my circle? So now I'll zoom it. So select this circle. So now this is behind this. So right click on the layer. So there is option called order to back of layer and to front of layer in front of this one. So here it is not working. Okay, so let me check. Okay, so whether I need to send it back or whether I need to send it front. Okay, so there are many things are there. Order, it is suggesting that back of layer. So if I send it back, this came front, but that other layer went back. Okay, so we need to keep on selecting the layers and we have to, so we need to check where is the layer went. Okay, it is here somewhere. So whenever you are selecting this one, so right click on this order to front of layer. Front of layer means it will come like this. So we need to select each and everything properly. So like this, and again this one. Okay, again this we have to add it. So it came front already, correct. Next we have to modify this. So now this is front of this. Again, see, look at here. It is order to front of layer. It came front. Okay. So whenever you clicking on the shape, there is the option right click on the shape, order to front of page, write down everything, to front of page, to back of page, to front of layer, to back of layer, forward one, back one, in front of behind. So in front of behind we are using for different purpose. So all these option back of layer, front of layer. So here we are not using layer, but we have the layers officially, like how we are using in the Photoshop, like F7 we are using, we are not on the layer, selecting the layer, all these things we are not using. So here what are the options it is saying, that only how to use it, front of layer and back of layer. Okay, now I have made this one. In the page 1 I have this design, page 2 I have this one. Again if I'll go to the page 3, so I'll have the option called, that is called 3 point ellipse. Okay, so this is ellipse, the shortcut is F7. Next is what we are having, that is the 3 point ellipse. Okay, so 3 point ellipse, then I'll select this one again. So one circle will be there, and you can see how much ever the width and height you want, you can select like this. So this is with the 3 point ellipse. Again select this shape and we have the option of 3 point ellipse. Okay, so we can give the color for this. Okay, so whatever the colors you want, just give the color. So that is 3 point ellipse tool. Okay, the same whatever the properties windows we have given here, so you have seen in the ellipse the same thing which is going to apply for the 3 point ellipse tool also. So here also the same thing. So here there is an option of rotation. So you can give particularly this 180-degree, give the rotation, we could give the rotation. Okay, so 180-degree rotation I could give, suppose 140. So if I'll do the rotation, exactly how much ever the rotation you want, you can use the rotation like this. Okay, so again half of this one. Okay, how much ever the area you want, you can use that one. The same thing only, whatever you are applicable for this, that is the option we are getting. And here we have the option of what is that, the mirror option. So control D, I'll take a duplicate copy of this. Okay, and here we have the option mirror horizontally, mirror vertically. So mirror horizontally means it will come like this. So mirror, the same thing which is we need it, this one. So in the future when we are doing the logo designing, so all these options are necessary. So that is mirror horizontally and mirror vertically. Okay, mirror horizontally. So this tool, these options we are using. Okay, so how to save the file? File, save as. Okay, so if I'll use save as, it is not highlighting over here. Okay, file save as, please write down. File save as, there is an option, so which is saving in the format of star dot cdr. So cdr is the format. So that is the source file format which we can save the Corel Draw. So Corel Draw file which is going to save it in the format of star.cdr. Okay, so this is the format star in the sense. So here you have to give the file name. So that is document one or work one, anything you can give here. So work one dot CDR. Okay, Corel Draw. So this is the Corel Draw format, CDR format. Okay, to save the Corel Draw file, work1.cdr. So this is the format to save Corel Draw. Okay, so that's why I'm using here star. So wherever the star option is there, so there you have to give the file name. Okay, CDR Corel Draw. So this is the file format to save the Corel Draw. Okay, so is that clear, everybody? Okay, so I have started only created with the page 1, page 2 and page 3. So using this very simple tools only, we have to make the BMW logo, Audi logo, Olympic logo, Mr. car logo. So like that, we have to create a different logos in the next class. Instagram logo. Using the square shape, we could create the Instagram logo. So using the ellipse tool, we can create the this one Google Chrome logo. Okay, so you need to think. So how the whenever you are going for the shopping and all, you can see some of the uh, brand and some of the any logos and all, you can see it, right? So just check so how they have created, visualize those things at all. Okay, so is that clear? Anybody having any doubt?
No, ma'am.